everyone.
4 bright young people. Imagine what they could have been.
That's all for this edition of Dateline. We'll continue to bring you the latest on this case here on Dateline, on NBC Nightly News, and on Today. I'm Lester Holt for all of us at NBC News. Good night.
For Dateline Premium, subscribe now on Apple Podcasts.
On our broadcast tonight, the Wisconsin Attorney General is requesting funding. We'll explain how it will keep schools safe.
Plus, a disturbing trend. We'll learn how about rising lead poisonings in bald eagles.
And it's crunch time for winter high school sports. We'll have the highlights and Friday's night splits as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, and Conrad Sapinski.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Jessica Jukic.
And I'm Dan Hagan. A year ago, the city of Wausau tested every city well for PFAS, and all of them exceeded levels of the DNR's proposed drinking water standard.
But no longer thanks to the new Wausau water treatment plant. The plant includes PFAS removal technology that was made possible through federal funding. Today, Senator Tammy Baldwin joined city officials from Wausau and Rib Mountain. They toured the new Wausau water treatment plant. The plant filters out harmful contaminants from the city's drinking water. Senator Baldwin says clean water is essential for Wisconsinites' health and wallets.
Keeping our waters healthy is crucial for commerce, for tourism, and for recreation across the state of Wisconsin.
Baldwin secured more than $3.3 million for Wausau and Rib Mountain to deal with PFAS contamination. Wausau's mayor, Katie Rosenberg, says right now PFAS levels in Wausau are not detectable.
Well, Conrad, it's been like this all week, kind of mild winter temperatures out there.
Yeah, today was a little bit chillier. We're back in the teens at the moment. It's very slick out there, guys. I was driving pretty slippery outside. Taking a look outside right now, we did have some flurries earlier today, and now we're pretty clear. We have some mostly cloudy skies. That's going to be continuing into the overnight hours. Some decreasing cloud cover that we pretty much haven't heard in a long time. Temperatures earlier today were hovering at exactly our average for this time of year at around 22 here in town, 20 by Eagle River. Same thing in Land O'Lakes. Manitowish waters were hovering at around 20 degrees, and some warmer temperatures by Green Bay and Stevens Point hovering at around 30 degrees earlier today. But like I said, our average high around 22 for this time of year. Average low, though, around 4. Take a look at 1912, though. 33 degrees below zero. That is very cold, and those temperatures, I don't remember, but I do remember studying it. It was brutal. Lots of cold air that was sticking around in the area. For us, though, temperatures right now are starting to cool off. Clouds are starting to dissipate, and things are starting to get chilly overnight as we're hovering in the mid-teens right now. Tonight, though, we're going to see some single digits. It's going to get chilly tonight, especially into those morning hours tomorrow. Jessica?
Thank you, Conrad. Governor Tony Evers is planning on appointing a former Democratic legislator to lead Wisconsin's Parole Commission. Today, the governor announced his plans to pick former state senator John Erpenbach to serve as chairman of the commission. Erpenbach would replace Christopher Blythe. He would take the position that was rocked by Republican criticism last year over then-chairman John Tate's decision to parole a convicted murderer who served less than half his sentence. Erpenbach was first elected to the state Senate in 1999 and represented the Middleton area for 23 years.
Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is asking Governor Evers and the Republican-controlled legislature for funding to keep a school safety program going. Kaul is asking for $2.2 million in the next state budget to keep the school safety office. The office was created in 2018 after the school shootings in Parkland, Florida, to distribute $100 million in federal grants to schools. The program has increased school safety protocols throughout the state and offered training to teachers on how to address bullying and other incidents before they escalate to violence. They've also added a 24-hour tip line for students and teachers. The line has received almost 2,000 tips during the 2021-22 school year.
Today, legislative Republicans introduced a flat 3.25% income tax rate. Democrats have criticized it as mostly benefiting the richest people in the state. Both sides want to tap into the nearly $7 billion state budget surplus to lower taxes. Right now, there are 4 tax brackets, including the highest, which taxes around 7.5% on earnings of more than $280,000. Through the Republicans' plan, the poorest Wisconsinites would see a 0.25 percentage point tax cut, while the wealthiest would have their tax rate cut in half. Evers has already signaled he would veto the flat tax. He's proposing a plan that would cut income taxes 10% for families earning less than $150,000.
In December, the Oneida County Sheriff's Office responded to a report claiming that a woman was held against her will and abused. 4 people were arrested in the case, and one of them was in court today. 33-year-old Darren Hewison faces the most charges of the 4, including 2 counts of false imprisonment and felony bail jumping. According to the criminal complaint, Hewison would allegedly tie the victims up with an extension cord in the basement. Hewison is back in jail now and is being held on a $20,000 cash bond.
A local wildlife expert has been taking care of sick and injured birds in the Northwoods since 1990. Recently, she's seen an increase in eagles affected by lead poisoning. The Raptor Education Group Incorporated, or REGGIE, is a rehabilitation center for birds of prey like eagles, hawks, and owls. When a bird comes into the center, Executive Director Marge Gibson and her staff check its blood and perform x-rays to determine its overall health.
About 80% of them have some degree of lead poisoning when they're admitted. We also, trumpeter swans have lead poisoning as well, unfortunately, and loons and many other species as well.
Gibson says the majority of lead poisoning comes from food that the birds eat that were contaminated by some form of lead. At the center, it can take up to a year for an eagle to recover from lead poisoning. REGGIE was recently able to release 4 healthy bald eagles in Wisconsin. Gibson challenges hunters and anglers to make the switch to non-lead alternatives while enjoying the outdoors. Coming up, we're learning the cause of a computer meltdown that grounded thousands of flights.
And glaucoma is known as the silent sight thief. We'll have a look at how to identify it before it's too late. That's After Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
When you rent a Culligan water softener, there is no down payment or maintenance costs. Imagine all you could do with the savings. Dive into better water. Contact your local Culligan water dealer.
Got a New Year's resolution to save? Cellcom is here to help. Take advantage of our largest sign-on bonus ever and get $500 when you activate a new smartphone line, now through February 9th. Plus, make the switch to Cellcom and get up to an additional $650 per line. We'll help you keep your fitness resolutions, too. Save $150 on all tablets and smartwatches. Follow your favorite fitness apps with our tablets or track your workout activity with our smartwatches. Visit cellcom.com/save for details.
Hepatitis C? Don't just treat it. Crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it with Maverick.
Cure it with Maverick. Maverick cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Maverick stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Maverick with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C? Crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Maverick.
Ask your doctor about Maverick. AbbVie could help you save.
Newswatch 12's Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, and meteorologist Jeff Weller bring you the news and weather of the Northwoods. Alongside the Newswatch 12 team, they are committed to the community and ensuring the local stories make headlines. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important news from where you live, as well as local weather reports. Watch Dan, Jessica, and Jeff weeknights on WJFW, NBC 12.
And welcome back, everyone. It's Friday. The weekend's around the corner. Extended long weekend as Martin Luther King Day is just 3 days away. Mostly cloudy skies outside right now. Pretty calm outside all across the state. Most of the central part of the United States, pretty calm. Northeast is getting in on a little bit of snowflakes, some snow showers, a couple of rain showers down south, of course. But take a look in the west right now. Another low pressure system is starting to brew. That's going to continue to intensify and move east. So we're going to get some more rain and snow. Our jet stream is a little bit low right now, which is bringing in all those colder temperatures. But take a look at what happens beginning to middle of next week. Jet stream's pretty much going to be right here. That means storms are pretty much going to be riding that jet stream. The jet stream is like a river, and then weather systems are like boats. So they start riding the jet stream pretty much non-stop. And the jet stream's around 50,000 feet up in the air, so it's higher than airplanes for the most part. So our next low pressure system is going to be moving in Monday morning. So really early on Monday morning, rain and snow. Quickly transitioning to some rain. Temperatures will be up there. We're gonna see temperatures in the mid-30s. So those snowmobiling trails, good luck with that. They're definitely gonna be in more poor condition, especially after Monday and Tuesday. But like I said, that rain and snow is gonna transition all rain throughout the day on Monday. Then once again on the back end, cooler air starts to move in, and then a little bit of a rain and snow mix Monday night into Tuesday, lingering throughout the day on Tuesday. It's going to be very light on Tuesday, and then finally moving out by the afternoon to evening hours on Tuesday. So by Wednesday, we're in the clear, but no sunshine, as we're going to get another low pressure system moving in just a day away. So by Thursday, once again, another low is going to be moving in. Some rain and snow by Chicago, southern to south, western part of the states, barely going to get any snow. But closer to Green Bay, though, several inches of snowfall will be possible. Here in town, maybe a couple of inches will be possible. Definitely keep an eye on that. It's still 5 to 6 days away. Temperatures right now have cooled off. We were in the 20s earlier today. Now we're in the teens. Not much cold air is in the area. Usually we would see some single digits by now, but no, not yet. Our feels like temperature, though, is absolutely in the single digits. Just a little bit of a breeze, and it definitely feels a lot colder than that actual temperature reading outside. We do have a light breeze right now, gusting close to 10 miles an hour. Overall tonight, though, overnight tonight, though, temperatures are going to continue to cool off. We're going to have some decrease in clouds, and that wind's really going to get calm. So that's going to be that perfect setup for those cooler temperatures to really start to move in. But don't worry, winds will start to pick up. Tomorrow's going to be another pretty calm day. But look at Sunday, though. Winds will be on the gusty end. We'll start seeing wind gusts close to 25, 30 miles an hour, a little bit more north. So definitely hold your hats and get ready for that. But let's talk a little bit about temperatures. So we've been pretty mild the last week to week and a half, and we're going to stay mild pretty much into end of next week. Once again, we're going to be hovering with temperatures in the 30s, as most of that cold air is going to be hovering north in Canada. Tonight, though, another chilly night. We'll be hovering in the single digits, mostly cloudy skies, pretty calm winds out there. So that's going to give us that recipe for those colder temperatures. Our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show that rain and snow mess on Monday into Tuesday. Then we're in the clear by Wednesday. Jessica?
A New York judge has fined 2 Trump companies $1.6 million for criminal convictions, including tax fraud and falsifying business records. It's the maximum possible penalty under New York law. The Trump Corporation and Trump Payroll Corporation were convicted last month of 17 felonies. They have 14 days to pay $1.6 million.
The FAA is blaming human error for the computer meltdown Wednesday that grounded air traffic nationwide. Officials say a data file was damaged by a worker, which led to a 90-minute ground stop, delaying 10,000 flights and triggering operational problems for airline carriers. It was the first nationwide stop of air traffic since the September 11th terrorist attacks. The agency said air traffic has now returned to normal.
January's National Glaucoma Awareness Month, an important time to spread the word about this sight-stealing disease. Glaucoma is called the sneak thief of sight since there are no symptoms, and once vision is lost, it's permanent. A Woodruff ophthalmologist says a person can have perfect vision, pass their driver's license, eye exam, and still have glaucoma without knowing it. The only way to find out if you have the disease is to get a dilated eye exam.
There's no real absolute symptoms and say, I have glaucoma, until it's very advanced. And so we want to we're looking for those changes early on so that we can stop you from developing a problem in the future.
According to the CDC, 3 million Americans have glaucoma, and it's the second leading cause of blindness worldwide.
One family in Tomahawk is receiving financial support from community members as they pay off medical bills. Carson Bartz has worked in maintenance at Tomahawk High School, but has been hospitalized multiple times since October. Still in need of specialized care, friends of Carson are fundraising this weekend. Doors open at the Tomahawk VFW at 2 p.m. tomorrow, and tickets will be sold until 6 p.m. We'll be right back after the break.
See your local Northern Wisconsin and UP Ski-Doo dealers.
Get up to 80% off list prices during our huge inventory reduction sale at Slumberland Furniture. $20 million worth of furniture and mattresses must go. Lowest prices around on TV consoles, recliners, bar stools, sofas, mattresses, and lots more. Get the deal of a lifetime on clearance, one-of-a-kinds, scratch and dents, and more. Stores are packed with merchandise that must go. Up to 80% off at the huge inventory reduction sale on now at Slumberland Furniture.
The unknown is not empty. It's a storm that crashes and consumes, replacing thought with worry. But one thing can calm uncertainty: an answer. Uncovered through exploration, teamwork, and innovation. An answer that leads to even more answers. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
In the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
A Swedish mining company said this week it found Europe's largest known deposit of coveted rare earth metals. Rare earth metals are a group of 17 elements used in electric vehicles and wind turbine generators. As more of these items are manufactured to tackle climate change, demand for the metals is soaring. The mining company said it could take 10 years or more before the metals are actually delivered to market, but this discovery could lead to less reliance on China and Russia for these rare earth metals.
The Wisconsin DNR is hosting a free fishing weekend this month. Next Saturday and Sunday, anglers can fish state water without a license. All other fishing regulations apply, such as limits on the number and size of fish you keep. During free fishing weekend, anglers cannot fish on spring trout ponds. The DNR is reminding ice fishers that no ice is 100% safe and to check with local bait shops for current conditions.
Friday Night Blitz is after the break, but first, here's a look at this night's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Okay, y'all, what do you get when you cross a fish and a banker? Well, a loan shark, of course. And don't expect me to scale back on the fish jokes this year, because we're going full steam ahead. And we're going to start off with Tina, who caught this beautiful walleye. Now, she didn't give me any statistics as far as length or weight, but she certainly does look quite content with that catch. But why shouldn't she? That's a big old fish. Way to go, Tina. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Amy, who caught this tank of a northern on a Minocqua area lake using a large shiner. Well, large shiner, yep, nope, that's a big old fish. Way to go, Amy. Keep on reeling them in. And last, but certainly not least, we have Colt Jazeski, who, with the help of his brother Hunter and his mom Mandy, caught this healthy 27-inch northern on Pine Lake. Well, you know, we all need a little help sometimes, and that is one big old fish. Way to go, Colt. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Northern Taxidermy fish meal is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
Can we really trust him with a car?
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA auto insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA auto insurance and expect something more.
Would you look at that?
It's beautiful.
Whoa.
That's our boy.
So proud.
Right now, get a sausage McMuffin or sausage biscuit paired with hash browns for just $2.50.
Right now, get an F-150 with 0% APR financing for 36 months, plus 1,000 bonus cash and 500 accessories cash.
Enjoy all the hit songs from your favorite musicals in one concert. The world of musicals will leave you spellbound as it takes you on a captivating journey through Broadway and film. Featuring work from Evita, The Phantom of the Opera, Wicked, Les Mis, and many more. The World of Musicals, Wednesday, February 1st at the Grand Theater Wausau. Tickets at grandtheater.org.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start? Then let VCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom.
For a limited time, be one of the first 100 callers who schedule a free in-home consultation and receive $500 off. Factory-trained and certified installers made in the USA and discounts for seniors and military.
New set, new look, Newswatch 12. Our team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. We are committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. NBC Newswatch 12. News from where you live.
Can we really trust him with a car?
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA auto insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA auto insurance and expect something more.
Friday Night Blitz, brought to you by Trackside Sales and Service and Menke Buick GMC Mazda.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. I'm Saul Meyer, and that is Serenity Douglas. Serenity, with the postseason quickly approaching, these high school games are starting to hold more weight. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely, Saul. Playoffs are quickly approaching, and these conferences are as tight as ever.
One of those conferences in question is the Great Northern Conference, which has 4 teams all close and in contention for the title: Medford, Mosinee, Rhinelander, and Northland Pines.
That's right, Saul. Northland Pines actually became a ranked team in their division in the first coaches poll of the season.
That's right, Serenity. The 10th ranked Eagles were in action today at home against Antigo.
Let's see which bird is better, the eagle or the red robin. The Eagles welcome in the Red Robins on this Friday night. Let's check out the highlights. We start in the first half. Nolan Lurvey above the arch. He finds the big guy, Gabe Smith, for the alley-oop two-hander. And the Eagles are starting off hot. A little later, Smith can't go up with the layup, but maintains possession. Finds his man, Miles McCandless, from downtown and nothing but net. And Pines is running away with it, 11-zip Eagles. Antigo still off the scoreboard, but Mason Gray is going to get this pass from Aiden Gabriel. Gray is going to use his size to get his team on the board. Late in the first, Antigo trying to spark the team with some defense. Nolan Lurvey gets the rebound, but Gabriel with the rejection on that attempt. Northland Pines ran away with it, though, 54-10.
Let's move on from one great Northern Conference boys basketball game to another. Rhinelander hosting Tomahawk here in the second half. Will Quinn on the inbounds, and let's get fancy. Truman Lamers. He gets the two for the Hodags on the alley-oop. Later that half, great passing from Tomahawk. Finding the open man, something Tyler Jablonski does on the gridiron. This time on the hardwood, he's the recipient and drains this three ball. But the Hodags offense was doing it all. Here's Truman again with the finger roll off the glass for two, and that's another bucket for the Hodags. It was raining buckets in Rhinelander, and the Hodags ended up winning this one big time, 65-34, and that's 4 straight.
Let's keep the ball rolling. Gillett headed to Leona with Bina to face off. In the first half, Carter Janish for an easy two-pointer. Assist from Webb to Adam Sieber, who'll make an easy money three. He's not even impressed. Ben Mahatch responds with a three to put the Tigers ahead, but Adam Sieber hits another effortless three to reclaim the lead. Look at this speed on Carter Janish. He scores a nice layup, and Austin Van Corrupt hits a three. It's now tied at 10. Then a nice assist to match again. He'll score 2. This one was close, but Lana would be in a ticket, 58-53. Headed down the street to Crandon, where they played Pacelli. In the first, Devin Hedson goes for 3 and makes it. It's now 23-29. Omar Bailey heading down the court fast. He's going for a layup, and he likes that one. Jason Keepers looking to where to go. He'll show off some handles, spins, and tosses it up for 2. Keepers with possession again. He tries to go for 2 and won't get it. But Pacelli's Jaden All with the rebound to Mayer. Back to All. His height comes in handy, so he'll make the two-pointer. Pacelli came back to win in the second half to separate themselves. They took this one 66-54.
Now let's take a look at some high school scores from around our area. Let's start it off with some boys basketball. First off, Lakeland Union and Mosinee girls had a great game today, and we'll get to that game later, but let's see how that boys game went. This one saw Mosinee win it 76-65. Next, Schwamigan hosted Abbotsford, and the Screaming Eagles won that one 71-56. And then Marshfield hosted Wausau West, and that one saw the Tigers win it 73-57. And finally, Rib Lake hosted Phillips, and that game went to overtime with Rib Lake winning it 73-70.
Transitioning into some girls basketball area scores, we've got lots of conference matchups tonight. The Leona Wabeno Rebels travel to face off with Goodman Pembine. Patriots in some Northern Lakes Conference basketball. The Rebels won 59-19. And finally, Marshfield and Wausau West records were tied in Wisconsin Valley Conference, but Marshfield won 55-47.
What a great bunch of games we just saw, Serenity. The boys were hooping all over the Northwoods.
That's right, Saul, but now it's the girls' turn. We'll give y'all highlights from girls' hoops action, including the top 2 great Northern Conference teams going at it after the break.
Is this how you're spending your weekend? Hours wasted scrolling social media looking at what other people are doing? Get outside and start your own adventure. Check out our new showroom at Anchor Marine. Stop by for dinner at Sunset Grill in 3 Lakes. We are now open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Located on the Snowmobile Trail at Highway 32. It offers easy access. Change things up. Try something new. Rent a snowmobile from Trackside, Headwaters Polaris, or Anchor Marine.
Here's your Newswatch 12 Snowmobile Trail Report, brought to you by your local Northern Wisconsin and Upper Peninsula Ski-Doo dealers.
When searching for your next truck, you want your truck to last. Get the job done right with a Lenz truck. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, Power Strokes, Cummins, Duramax, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lenz trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, and can be bought hassle-free online. Go now to LenzTruck.com.
Lenz Truck. Lenz Truck. We got the trucks at Lenz Truck.
We got the trucks.
Stuck on eggs, burnt on batter. You can't escape the nightmare of your sticky pans. Introducing the Granite Stone Pan, the all-new durable non-stick pan. No butter or oil needed. Watch, we melted down these sticky candies in Granite Stone, and it just doesn't stick. We cooked a half a dozen eggs, bacon, cheese, and tomato breakfast with no butter or oil, and it just doesn't stick. Fire flambe or perfectly sear filet, just like the pros. Plus, it's PFOA-free and 100% dishwasher safe. Call or go online to get your Granite Stone Pan for just $19.99. Granite Stone is so durable it comes with a 10-year warranty. And with every order, you're going to get a Granite Stone single-serve egg pan absolutely free. We'll even ship your entire order free. You get it all. An incredible value.
To order, call 1-800-898-6703. That's 1-800-898-6703 or order online at buygranitestone.com.
Welcome back to the Blitz. We already talked about the Lakeland Union-Mosinee matchup on the boys' side. Now it's time to talk about the girls.
This game has some history behind it, with both of the teams neck and neck trying to bring that great Northern Conference home.
Mosinee took home the trophy last year, but Lakeland Union got the last laugh, eliminating them from the playoffs.
And in the highly anticipated rematch earlier this season, Lakeland Union got the better of Mosinee, 80-46 at Mosinee.
Now, with both teams only separated by half a game in the GNC standings, they squared off again in Minocqua. And let's see which of those teams came out on top and if that leaderboard changes or not. Here in the first half, Mosinee came out strong. A rare error from Juliana Wamette leads to a turnover and a Gabby Munoz fast break layup for the first points of the game. The defense wasn't done there for Mosinee. Lily Fortier's pass gets stolen from Britt Fitzgerald, and she takes it all the way back for the bucket plus the foul. But the fabulous T-Birds responded. Christina Wamette finds Fortier in the corner for a three-ball. And Lakeland Union's defense showed up too. Juliana Wamette pokes the ball loose. Christina Wamette gives it back to her sister, who finishes it off. It's a Wamette party in Minocqua as Lakeland Union wins this one 61-31.
Now to Tomahawk, where Rhinelander came to town. First half, Hodag set the tone early. Morgan Van Zyl drives into the lane, battles through contact, and finishes with the offhand for the one. Hatchets wouldn't quit, though. Some nice passing leads to Freya Alberg. Bank shot. Then Lydia Zert drives baseline and hits this jumper. Rhinelander goes on to win this one 60-16.
Now let's stay with some on the ice hockey with some boys hockey area scores. Rhinelander was looking to bounce back after falling to Mosinee last night. The Hodags have had a good season coming into this game with a 7-2 record, and tonight they faced off with Medford in the first day of a two-day Merrill tournament. Rhinelander won this game big, 8-1, and with that win, the Hodags are now tied with Lakeland Union as the leader of the Great Northern Conference.
What a great bunch of games we got to see tonight, Saul.
That's right, Serenity. A lot of high-quality hoops going on tonight. Well, that's all the time we got for y'all. Be sure to tune into the Friday Night Blitz every week at 10 for all your local game highlights, recaps, and scores. For Serenity Douglas, I'm Saul Meyer. Thank y'all. Have a great night.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Every family is a little bit different, and we'd all love life to be a little bit simpler. No matter where you work or how hard you play, you need reliable appliances to help you conquer the inevitable hectic day. Whether you're optimizing space for the next great race or looking for a quiet place, Criterion Appliances are ready when you are.
Special report. Spectrum just launched Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
Because Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest download speeds in the nation.
And the fastest Wi-Fi speeds.
Look, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with talk, text, and data. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Bolger Cremation and Funeral Services in Woodruff.
These days, news seems to come from all directions, and it can be overwhelming. Simplify your intake by watching